Hey, so today I'm going to talk with you about a resource that can help you understand and shift your emotional state. Your emotional state is very important because, as we talked about, your emotions influence your behaviors, behaviors influence your outcomes. And so this tool can help you identify where you are and be more present and effective in your personal and professional life. So I'm going to show you this 3-minute and 30-second video, which will give you some context as to why this tool is so useful. So as you can see, the importance of understanding where you are, if you're above the line or below the line, speaks to, are you in a survival mode or are you in a thriving mode? So Corintis is a company, they do a lot of team coaching for multinational corporations all over the world, and they use this technique. And one of the things that they have found is that we are human and we fluctuate constantly above and below the line. And we know also that our state of mind impacts everything we do, not only our ability to be creative, but our ability to connect with others, our ability to solve problems, our ability to plan. So really important to understand the state of mind and to understand how to recognize where you are and shift it as needed. And it's especially important for leaders, of course, because leaders set the tone for meetings and culture. And we've all experienced these different levels at some point in our life, right? We've all been at a 3, +3, and all been at a -3, and everywhere in the middle. And the words that you see here are just sample words. You can rearrange the words, pick different words that you feel like fit you, describe you best. The point is to notice if you're at a +1 and you get an email or have a conversation or a phone call or whatever that rattles you, you can quickly go to a -2. And there's nothing wrong with that fluctuation. It's the human condition. It's important to recognize that when you're at a -2, it's harder to make a decision or to work with others rather than when you're at a +1. So that's why it's so important to notice where you are. And once you've noticed, and if you're below the line and you need to make a shift, how can you do that? We don't ask ourselves enough, where am I on this line? What's going on with me? But when we can pause and notice, we can breathe, right? And sometimes just the simple breaths, just expanding our lungs and expanding our possibility and just taking a moment or a couple moments to calm down can create the shift. Sometimes it can't, and that's okay. If it can't, then you can start to reframe your thinking, right? So what matters about this engagement? What am I doing this for? What's the purpose of this? What's a good outcome? How do I want to show up for this? What does my heart say? If you can sort of connect with the light that lives in your heart and connect with other people that way, sometimes it can really help calm you down and shift your mood. But if none of those work, it's okay, again, to be below the line. We're human. It's important to understand that you're below the line, and then you can share with others that you're below the line, because you have to own it, right? There's nothing worse than talking to someone who's in a bad mood and they're like, I'm not in a bad mood. So make sure that you own it. And also you can ask for help. You say, I need to take a break. I need to talk to you again about this. I need to understand this better. Whatever it is, it really helps you shift and show up in a more calm and an engaged manner, which will then continue the shift in a positive way. Those results are really transformational. They can make us happier human beings, better team members, leaders, more generous friends, better parents, caregivers, family, brothers, sisters, you name it. Helps us show up for other people in a way that we can be proud of. And I really like this quote because I think it embodies what we're talking about here. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. The important thing is to notice it, right? To notice and observe it and own it.